Genetics. Government-mandated human genetic modification in a transhumanist age. For the first time ever, human genetic modification will be carried out in Europe using the recently approved gene editing technology. It will be used to try and treat a debilitating blood disorder that lowers the body's hemoglobin production. This red hemoglobin protein carries and delivers oxygen to the body's tissues. This means mainstream medicine is now venturing into uncharted territory with human genetic modification. And there'll be more and more excuses to do it because, as I've been pointing out on this UK speaking tour, the plan is to, and I go into in detail in the new book, the plan is to completely transform the human body until it is a synthetic rather than biological entity. And knowing that is the means to understand why so many things are happening in the world that appear to be very, very, very strange. And why is it happening? All can be explained once you realize they want to transform the human body into a synthetic form. Talking of which, and this is one of the things explained by that, parents are told to stand down as vulgar sexual acts taught in the classroom. Leftist teachers, or leftist, in other words, progressive teachers, but again, they're just puppets of that which tells them what to do, have continued to push their pro-LGBT agenda onto students, and it's worse than ever before. Angry parents have often chosen to opt their children out of their sex ed classes, which regularly teach vulgarity and promiscuity to students. But one school took extreme measures to overrule parents, and you won't believe what they did, this article says. Mommy Underground, it's an organization, has continued to report on the gross abuse of teachers, forcing their pro-LGBT lessons onto students. Kindergarteners are forced to sit through a transition ceremony. Other teachers were chastised for using gender pronouns when referring to their students. And as Mummy Underground previously reported, one mum had enough and even organised a sex ed sit-out. But one school has pushed the envelope and is teaching students everything from abortion and how to be sexually active and still keep one's, quote, virginity. LifeSite News reported California enacted the California Health Youth Act in 2015, but only now are its controversial provisions starting to take effect in classrooms. Under the auspices of health, the law says it will equip students to develop healthy attitudes on gender and sexual orientation, among other things. It also says it will inform students about the effectiveness and safety of all FDA-approved contraceptive methods and facilitate objective discussion about parenting, adoption, and abortion. Red State contributor Kira Davis, a resident of Orange County, California, warns that among the teaching materials approved for use under this law are a study guide for the transgender children's book, I Am Jazz, as well as a sexual health toolkit. And what this whole explosion of gender confusion, because that's what it is. It's not about protecting transgender people, who are a very, 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 very small minority, but growing because of what I'm about to say. It's not about protecting them from discrimination. This web couldn't give a damn about discrimination. Wants it, gives it an excuse to problem, reaction, solution, make changes in the world as a result of it. It's about confusing young people about their gender and children about their gender from the earliest age as part of this whole process towards the transgender, towards the no gender synthetic human. It's all part of the process of psychologically preparing people for that. And again, you know, once you know what the outcome's designed to be, seeing the steps towards it is so easy.